Today, we're looking at some genuinely ridiculous deals on Steam right now, and I mean ridiculous. Some of these are 80, 90, even 100% off. I'm going to start with one of my personal favorite, A Plague Tale Requiem, 65% off at $17. This game is genuinely stunning. Like visually, it might be one of the prettiest games I've ever seen, and I don't say that lightly. You're protecting your little brother through this horrifying plague-ridden medieval France, and the emotional weight of it just builds and builds the whole time. It's not perfect though, it drags a little in the middle. But the highs in this game are real highs, and for $17, you're getting something that feels genuinely cinematic. Then there's What Remains of Edith Finch, 75% off at $5, and I will recommend this game until I'm dead. It's about 2 hours long, it costs $5, and it will absolutely gut you. You're exploring this old family home, uncovering how each family member died, and every single story is told in a completely different way, and some of them are just unforgettable. I still think about one or two of these stories years later. If you haven't played it, just buy it right now. Next, we got Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, 40% off at $41. Okay, so 40% is the smallest discount on this list, but Snake Eater is one of the greatest games ever made. And this is a full remake of it, like ground up, brand new. I grew up with the original, and I have to say, seeing it rebuilt like this is kind of surreal in the best way. The jungle survival, the boss fights, the story, it's all still there and it holds up so well. Then we got Art of Rally, 60% off at $10. And honestly, this one surprised me. I wasn't expecting much going in, but the driving actually has real depth to it once you spend some time with it. It's a top-down rally game, gorgeous minimalist art style, and there's this weirdly zen quality to it. Until you miss a corner for the 15th time and it becomes the most stressful thing you've ever played. It's not for everyone, but if you're into racing games even slightly, give it a shot. Next there's Shotgun Farmers, 60% off at $4, and listen, this is not a masterpiece. I'm not going to pretend it is, but the concept is so dumb and fun that it works. Every bullet you miss grows into a new weapon in the ground that anyone can grab. So the whole match just turns into chaotic farming nonsense. It's a late night game, a friend's game. At $4, you're not buying a timeless classic, you're buying a good time, and that's exactly what it delivers. Then we got Enter the Gungeon, 80% off at $3, and this one is just a classic at this point. It's a bullet hell roguelike, everything is a gun pun, tight gameplay. I've put an embarrassing number of hours into this game over the years, and it still holds up completely. The variety of weapons and the way certain items synergize with each other, you can stumble into a run that just breaks the game in hilarious ways. It's genuinely one of the best $3 purchases you can make on Steam. Next up is Everspace 2, 80% off at $10, and I'll be honest, I hadn't played this in a while before putting this list together, went back to check it out, and I was reminded of how good it actually is. It's an open world space shooter. With deep loot and progression system, the combat feels really satisfying. It got kind of slept on when it launched, which is a shame because there's a lot of game here. Then there's Hero Siege, 66% off at $2.71. This one's not a pretty game, and it's not trying to be. It's just old school hack and slash loot grinding, top down, tons of classes, and it's way more fun in co-op than it has any right to be. For under $3, I'm not going to sit here and critique it. It does exactly what it says it's going to do, and if that sounds like your thing, go for it. Okay, so next we got Green Hell, 90% off at $2.79, and this deal is actually insane. Green Hell is genuinely one of the hardest survival games I've ever played. The Amazon jungle is out here trying to kill you in every way imaginable. Parasites, infections, starvation, your own mental state. I remember the first time I played this, I was shocked at how brutal it was. In co-op, it becomes this amazing disaster simulator where someone always makes a terrible decision that gets everyone killed. $2.79. Then we got Barotrauma, 50% off at $20, and if you want a co-op game that creates stories you'll be talking about for weeks, this is it. You're running a submarine under the ice of Europa, everyone has a job, and everything is constantly on the verge of falling apart. Someone's always at the reactor, someone's always patching a hull breach, and someone is always doing something catastrophically wrong. Next up is Max Payne 3, 70% off at $6. I haven't touched this one in years honestly, and I am sure you haven't either, but I remember it being really good, the bullet time still feels incredible, the gunplay is some of the best Rockstar ever did, and the story taking Max to Sao Paulo was such a bold move at the time. It held up then, and I'd wager it holds up now. Then there's Sifu, 75% off at $10, and this game is hard, like actually hard. You're a martial artist hunting down the people who killed your family, and every death ages you until eventually you just can't come back. The combat asks a lot from you. You have to actually learn the timing, learn the enemies. But when it clicks, when you finally clear a room cleanly that used to destroy you, the feeling is unlike anything. Next we got Insurgency Sandstorm, 75% off at $7.49. This game is great. Despite no health bar, no kill feed, everything is lethal, and the communication actually matters. It strips away all the noise and just gives you the tension of a real tactical firefight. I've played a ton of shooters, and this one still does something that most don't. The community is still going strong too, so you're not gonna hop in and find empty servers. Then we got Borderlands 3, 90% off at $6. Okay, look, the writing in this one is not great. The humor doesn't land for me like the older ones did, but here's the thing. The actual gameplay, the shooting, the co-op loot loop, it's the best it's ever been in the series. It's got billions of guns, 4 players, just chaotic fun. And at $6, it doesn't matter that the story isn't perfect. Alright, next up, we got Planet Coaster, 95% off at $2.24, and I cannot stress enough how absurd this deal is. Planet Coaster is one of the best theme park builders ever made. I spent so many hours in this game just designing rides and managing little virtual theme parks, and it never got old. The creative tools are deep, the Steam Workshop has endless content, and it's $2.24. Then there's Grand Theft Auto 4 Complete Edition, 70% off at $6. This game is something I go back to and think about more than GTA 5, honestly. Nico's story is just better written, the city feels more grounded, and the physics have this weight to them that they kind of lost after this. It's not as flashy as 5, but it's got more soul. Both expansions are included, which are great in their own right. Next we got Monster Hunter World, 74% off at $7.79. This is the game that made Monster Hunter massive for a reason. The hunting loop is just so satisfying, tracking a monster, learning its patterns, finally taking it down, crafting gear from it, and then going after something bigger. I remember spending weeks in this game when it came out and losing all track of time. It's been a while since I've gone back, but the foundation is rock solid and the co-op is fantastic. And finally, Graveyard Keeper is completely free right now, 100% off. You are managing a medieval graveyard and slowly uncovering the dark, weird secrets of the town around you. It's funny, it's surprisingly deep, there's way more going on than the premise suggests. I remember picking this up thinking it'd be a chill little game, and then suddenly it was 2 AM. For free there is zero reason not to grab it immediately before this deal ends. These are just a handful of the many more games out there on Steam that are currently on discount. If you are looking for co-op games, check out my other video. That's all for today, see you next time.